Welcome to our educational academy. We enhance your subject knowledge, technical skills, individual personality, and makes you job ready.
Now, continuing with the subject of digital marketing, today we are going to learn about website planning. But before starting the video, let's motivate each other by sharing the quote of the day, which says, "Impossible is just an opinion." So instead of having the word impossible in your dictionary, better have a word I am possible. God bless you all. Talking about the outline of this video. In this video, first we're going to understand about internet, then difference between internet and web, understanding websites, understanding domain name and domain extensions, what is web server and what is web hosting, different type of web servers, different type of websites. So let's start it. What is internet? Global computer network providing a variety of information and communication facilities consisting of interconnected network using standardized communication protocols. The internet is the most cost-effective communication method in the world in which the following services are instantly available. For example, internet provides you email, internet provides you web-enabled audio-video conferencing services, for example, which we are using right now, one of the video conferencing services called YouTube, online movies, and gaming, data transfer, file sharing, instant messaging, messenger, WhatsApp. All these are examples of instant messaging, internet forums where various people can discuss their issues, social networking sites, for example, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, online shopping, which includes sites like Flipkart, Amazon, and other major e-commerce sites, and financial services. Now let's understand the history of internet. Internet is originated with US government which began building a computer network in 1960 known as ARPANET. In 1985, the US National Science Foundation NSF commissioned the development of a university network backbone called NSFNet. The system was replaced by a new network operated by commercial internet service provider in 1995. So the basic concept behind internet, it was started by US in order to develop a network between their university personnel. The difference between internet and web. Internet is a massive combination of billions of computer and other connected devices located worldwide and connected via cables and wireless signals. The enormous network represents personal, business, educational and government devices that include large mainframes, desktop computers, smartphones, smart home gadgets, personal tablets, laptops and other devices. So you have to access the internet to view the World Wide Web and any of the web pages or other content it contains. The web is the information sharing portion of the web. It is the broad name for the HTML pages that are served on internet. The web consists of billions of digital pages that are viewable through web browser software on your computers. These pages contain many types of content, including static content such as encyclopedia pages and dynamic content such as eBay, sales, stock, weather, news, and traffic report. Now talking about domain name and domain extensions. A domain name is an identification string that defines a realm of the administrative autonomy, authority, or control within the internet. The domain name are formed by the rules and the procedures of domain name system, which is also known as DNS. Any name registered in the DNS is the domain name. Domain names are used in various networking contexts and for application specific naming and addressing purpose. In general, a domain name represents an internet protocol resource, such as personal computer used to access the internet, a server computer hosting a website, or a website itself, or any other service communicated via internet. Along with the new DNS, domain extension appeared. A domain extension is the top level part of a domain name TLD, such as .com or .net. A majority of sites use .com, making it easy to forget that at their inception. Each domain extension had a specific intended purpose. Now let's understand what is domain name and what is domain extension. For example, in this URL of google.com, there are three parts: third level domain, second level domain, and domain extension. Third level domain remains common. For example, in this case we have www, which is called World Wide Web. Google is the domain name. and .com would be the domain extension. Now moving towards web servers and web hosting. A web host or web hosting service provider is a business that provides a technology and services needed for the website or web page to be viewed in the internet. Websites are hosted or stored on specific computers called servers. Most hosting companies require that you own your domain in order to host with them. How the web hosting works. For example, we have servers. Internet is the network that connect us to the servers. Website files are hosted on the servers. The servers serve those files to individual computer users upon the request. The internet makes it all possible by connecting the servers and the computer users. There are major types of web hosting services for your online business, starting with shared web hosting, reseller web hosting, virtual private server, dedicated server, and managed WordPress hosting. Now let's understand the meaning of each terminology used. Shared hosting can be termed as those servers which are shared with most of the customers. Reseller hosting, where a vendor becomes the owner of that server and sells it to other users. Virtual private server are the servers which are divided between the individuals based on a software. Dedicated server, dedicated server where the entire web server is only hosted by a specific individual. And managed WordPress hosting are free servers which are managed by WordPress, and you can use their dashboard in order to construct your websites. Now talking about the types of web servers. First is HTTP Apache server. It is an open source software, can be installed on almost all operating systems including Windows, Linux, FreeBSD, Mac operating system, Unix and more. Approximately 60% of web server machines run the Apache web server. Followed by Internet Information Services. Microsoft created a high performance web server called Internet Information Server, which is also known as IIS. This web server runs on 2003 Windows and NT 2000 platforms. Lightpad web server. Lightpad is circulated with the FreeBSD operating system. This open source web server is fast, secure, and consumes much less CPU power. Lightpad can also run on Windows, Mac operating system, Linux, and Solaris operating system. Next server which we are going to discuss is Sun Java System Web Server. Most of the medium and large web servers use Sun Microsoft Systems Web Server. However, the server is free, it is not open source. It however runs on Linux, Windows and Unix platforms only. It doesn't support Mac OS. Jigsaw Server. Jigsaw Server is an open source and free and can run over on various platforms like Linux, Unix, Windows, Mac and other. Now let's understand what are the various types of websites. First is information websites. As mentioned above, information-based websites were the first versions to hit the internet. They are as they sound, sites which enable readers to find information on particular business or topic. Followed by brochure or catalog style websites. These kind of website goes further in depth than an informational site and provides general information about a store as well as the stock they carry and the prices. E-commerce websites. E-commerce websites take brochure website a step further by allowing you to shop directly from your computer. The main difference between a brochure site and an e-commerce site is that the latter features a checkout system to enable you to order directly from the online store. For example, Amazon, Flipkart, and etc. Next is blogs. Blog websites, traditionally known as web blogs, didn't hit the mainstream until the early of mid 2000. However, since then, blogging has become very popular for both businesses as well as personal use. Next is personal websites. Personal websites are similar to that of personal blog, where an individual in all likelihood will have their own personal domain. These are created by friends and families to share their information and pictures online with each other, allowing for people to keep in contact. Next is social media and networking websites. More popular than ever, online forums and social networking sites like Facebook and MySpace are used on daily basis to spread the word about business and keep in touch with family and friends. Photo sharing websites. Great for those in the photography industry. These sites allow individuals to upload and share their photographs online. For example, Instagram. Mobile device websites. As our technology develops, so is the variety of new websites appearing online. The latest is the creation of websites for viewing on mobile devices and mobile phones. Most of the websites today are dynamic websites with support on mobile devices as well as on your computers. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you like the video, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel and share this video. Please comment down your queries in the comment section below, or you can also email me at professorforhelp@gmail.com. Thank you so much.